Ma Boyd said that on Friday, October 13, 2023 was Black Friday in the police force, because Whiteless took over the operations. She said she was informed and confirmed that on Friday the 13th, Whiteless called the Crix and Quenchie commissioner, and told him that he was coming to the police headquarters to pick up the hierarchy of the police force, in order to have them patrol while the women of workers and others were matching. The helper said not how Whiteless does match and when the Bus Drivah matches out. Ma Boyd said that Whiteless drove into the compound of the police headquarters with his vehicle and picked up Big Head Corbette, Puppet Belgrove, Traffic Leeanna and another spineless cop, and was shouting at them in the public around the Registry building like they were his yard fowls. She said that Whiteless did nothing when Tomatay Skerrit stripped him off his elected power, but he wanted to create an impression because women were on the streets calling for the removal of Spineless Le-Vile. She said Whiteless knows that he should not be in Parliament after beating a Kalinago woman and killing her unborn child, baby Sarah. The helper said not how Whiteless made a medical soup with his unborn child with his former secretary. Ma Boyd said that the appointed Minister of National Insecurity was mad the women of workers and others were given the permission to march against the pedophiles, rapists, women beaters, girly men and hardback cherry pickers into Cabal, so he wanted to stamp his rootless authority in poorbleak. She said that the Nuisance Commissioner said that he was not in Whiteless nonsense and refused to join the Friday 13th charade, because he is still waiting to see who will be his replacement as commissioner. She said that Traffic Leeanna is getting meg faster than how she ran up the rank and file of the police force. The helper said that it seems like Whiteless stopped running pipes in her adult tree. The chef said she is not done with the mischief that was done to poorbleak officers by Tomatay Skerrit and F.S. Tall Edwards. She said the reclassification exercise that Tomatay Skerrit just implemented is a fraud, because parliamentary secretaries and ministers are not public officers, and they don't have job descriptions to be reclassified. The helper said not how Lil Willie Tony has been classified to be permanently inadequate. The chef said that the rapacious creature directed Chi Wed Denise to disregarded the protocols for political positions in the government, and used the poorbleak service to increase the salaries of his purchased kindergarten ministers, while poorbleak officers got penny halfpenny. She said that every time she thinks of shoplifter toddler Lackey getting a monthly increase of $2,300, and the majority of hardworking poorbleak officers got nothing. She said she feels like Doubting Thomas and the PSU are part of these blatant financial and psychological atrocities. The helper said Zorbon lay. Doubting Thomas still wants his security and cleaning contracts from Tomatay Skerrit. The chef said she hopes the director of audit, Shadi Janove, knows her job, because the last legal increase for parliamentarians was done several years ago. She said it was done by a three-man committee that consisted of Sleepwalking Pembo, Visey and British Brunny. They gave the parliamentarians an adjustment to reflect the change between public officers and political appointees. She said she hopes the poorbleak officers who are POTO and love their PM will see that the rapacious creature has no love for them. The helper said and their union doesn't care about them. Just how Jean Maho don't care about Asani Knights. The assistant chef said it is shameful that the Chinese are left to do as they please in Dominica. She said that the Chinese are building without meeting the building codes in Dominica. They are dumping indiscriminately. They are doing what they want in public works, planning division, environmental health and fisheries are doing nothing about it. It's like Dominica is the new province of communist China. The helper said even our historic architecture building next Aid Bank the Chinese are demolishing. And a honeyed historian gave the Chinese his back. The assistant chef said that right now the Chinese are dumping dirt into the sea along Chen Fui Aka Wesley, destroying the habitat of our marine life. And we are not hearing anything from Softy Grant, Unclassy Tassie and Kalinago Riviere. She said that Unclassy Tassie will not say anything about the pig farm at Palm Tree, because she is still hoping to be folded like a chicken wing by a young stud. And Kalinago Riviere still wants to be selling free supplies from international donors to fisherfolks. The helper said that it seems like the Chinese have more power than Delaba Cabana. Just how Tight Pants Hostel has more power than Money Boney. Ma Boyd said that she wants to know why Laba killed Fate Senjo, and why Mosquito Pupa Capitolan, Isidore and Ambassador Martin were not making drinks and sharing money during Fate Senjo weekend. The chef said that she wants to know why Demarigat Leakpital and Deposi Moldpital are being called transit hospitals. The assistant chef said that she wants to know if the Atlanta Toro is already in transit to come to graze in Gucci Mel's meadow for the Creole season. The helper said that he wants to know if Tomatay Skerrit paid Ma Dupigny her $36,000 before she retires.